Broncos country. It's a tough day for most NFL fans. Kansas City Chiefs got their chance to win their third straight Super Bowl, which is ridiculous. But I'm going to give you the perfect plan of how our Denver Broncos go from a wild card playoff team in 2020 to being the team to beat in the AFC West in 2025. That's right, division champs. And of course, David is right on it. This would all be way easier if the Walton Penner Group net worth well north now of $100 billion just pays off the refs. We know how that goes, but I'm going to give you a plan through free agency, through how we're managing the cap, which free agents we keep, as well as the draft of how we have the new perfect offseason, and we win the AFC West for the first time since 2025. So y'all smash that like, subscribe, join the chat, join the comments on the replay as well. Let me know where I'm right, where I'm wrong, all of that. But let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So I'm just going to restart this whole thing because I've been playing around. We're going to start this thing new, guys. So how we're going to go through this, we're going to go through first how we are going to manage our cap space. So guys that we need to cut, guys that we need to extend in order to lower their cap hit for 2025. And then we'll get into signing our UFAs, then signing other unrestricted free agents and real free agency, and then get into the draft. We got a mock draft that we'll take a look at. So right now we enter with $39.8 million in cap space, and we can increase this a whole bunch. I'll get to some of your comments, guys, here at the end. Hopefully this won't take too long, but there are a couple contract extensions that I do want to work on. First being Courtland Sutton. We're going to extend him 2 years, $30 million, and I'm gonna do my best to try and have these base salary things, signing bonus, all that sorts of stuff figured out okay. But we'll tinker with this thing, try and get his cap hit a little bit smaller than what it's been. Hey, $10 million, that sounds great. Of course, we got Russell Wilson's $30 million in dead money coming off the books after 2025, and so maybe you can defer a little bit more of that money towards 26, 27, right? Because you won't have that number. You won't have to extend Bo Nix yet. So we got that. We're at $49.4 million in cap space. And I also want to extend Zach Allen. He's coming in to a contract year. We can't allow that to happen, right? So we're going to give him a nice little 2-year, maybe $42 million contract extension. He's been fantastic. Let's give him a little bit more of a signing bonus right there. Of course, we got the richest owners in NFL football, so this shouldn't be a huge issue putting a bunch of signing bonuses there. Hey, let's continue to get this money down. How about that? And we could add void years later on if we need to, but hey, $14 million cap for Zach Allen. I'm totally fine with that. Well, it's Alex Singleton. Sorry, man. You got to go. He's out of there. Now, Adam Troutman. He's a guy that I'm really thinking about here. Do we get rid of him? Do we not? I think depending on how the offseason goes, if we're able to draft a tight end, right, then we can cut him, save about $3 million, $2.5 million. We could roll that over into 26, but for now, he's going to remain on the roster, all right? Nick Bonito, we could make a contract extension with him, but because it doesn't impact 26 or 25, we're not going to do that. I am going to release a few more players. You guys let me know, hey, am I wrong on this? Where is Damari Mathis? Sorry, man, you got to go. Let me do the search tool. We saved $3 million cutting Damari Mathis. I'm totally fine with that. There are a few other guys, that I'll just cut, for the heck of it. Let's see. Andrew Farmer, man, I think you got to go. There might be a couple more of these guys, like Reese Taylor. I don't know. Maybe we keep him around. Michael Bandy's got to go, though. Yeah, not feeling it. So all that to say, some different moves have been made. And what do we got right here? Look at this, $66 million in cap space. Wow. Now, is it probably going to be this much with how I structured Zach Allen and Courtland Sutton's contract in real life? Probably not, but this is why it's the perfect offseason, okay? So let's go ahead and sign the free agents, guys. We're going to start with our UFAs. Now, some of this data for contracts is based off of what PFF is expecting for these guys. They put out a projected contract, what these guys will get in free agency. DJ Jones, I think we bring him back. Best interior defensive tackle on the market coming into free agency. We'll see who else gets cut, but I would love to sign DJ Jones. Hopefully we can draft another interior defender, but we're going to give him the contract that PFF said he would command. That's a 2-year, $18 million deal. Let's figure in a nice little signing bonus there. We can throw in, base salary there, $10 million. I think, nah, man, we're going to go a little bit less than that. So, yeah, we don't want that cap hit super high. Hey, 9.5, I'm totally cool with that. We sign him. Now, Zach Wilson, his cap hit was closer to $7 or $8 million this year. I think we paid him less in cash, but going to go with kind of similar to a Jameis Winston type contract that he signed with the Browns. So I think he's going to make in between $5 or $6 million. I'll give Zach the benefit of the doubt. Let's give him a $6 million deal here. We'll do, $4 million base salary, $2 million signing bonus, and that his cap hit should be. What the heck? Well, hey, I don't understand how his cap hit is cut in half, but hey, I'm cool with that. Okay, now let's continue to move on. Jarrett Stidham, you're out of here. Tremont Smith, hey, we'll bring him back for the minimum for the heck of it. We'll bring back Cody Barton on a 2-year deal, guys. Now, I know that this might freak you guys out, but I think we could bring him back for a 2-year, $6 million contract total. We'll give him a $1 million signing bonus as well. Base salary there, $2 million. And yeah, I think that he's a nice kind of number 2 inside linebacker, right? And again, with Alex Singleton cut, we need a veteran that bring him back. I think he'll be better his second year in the system, but we do need an upgrade for where Alex Singleton was at. Riley Dixon, it would be nice to have an upgraded punter. I don't really care if we get another amazing punter or not, but I think that we can bring in Riley Dixon or another comparable punter for $5 million over 2 years. Give him a $1 million signing bonus. We'll still keep doing that base salary right there of $2 million cap hit right there. Love to see it. Michael Burton, Matt Pert, Justin Strnad can all go. Zach Cunningham can go. Maybe we bring him back on the practice squad, but this is just top 51 cap space. Quinn Bailey's got to go. Michael Fabroni, our long snapper, he will bring him back. And these are unrestricted or early rights free agents. So basically we can bring these guys back for close to the league minimum. And I love it. Now, Lucas Kroll, he might get cut, but that's okay. We'll bring him back for camp. We'll see how it goes. Taquan McMillan, we got to bring him back. We got to bring back Jordan Jackson as well. Devin Key. Again, these guys are just so cheap when they're restricted free agents. You just have to bring them back. There's no reason not to. All those guys. But Lil Jordan Humphrey, it's been fun, but hey, you got to go. It's time. It's time for new wide receivers here in Denver. So yeah, we sign, let's see here, Jordan Jackson, Devin Key, Dondre Tillman, is coming back. So guys, we got $47 million left in cap space to get this thing done with. Now, there are some big time free agents that I want to bring in. First being safety, Javon Holland from Miami. Now he might be a big ticket. Maybe Sean Payton doesn't want to spend all that big money on the safety position. Do you cut PJ Locke to bring somebody in like that, reunite him with former Dolphins teammate Brandon Jones? No, you don't cut PJ Locke. He's at $4 million in cap space right now. No, he's a very, very good number 3, I think. And, maybe he returns as a starter, but man, I ain't gonna, this is the perfect offseason, right? So let's go find Javon Holland. Now he's not going to be cheap, guys. No doubt about it, but very, very good. He's going to command a fantastic salary. According to Pro Football Focus, he will command a 4-year, $78 million contract over 4 years again. Base salary, so that's like 19.5. He's going to be a little bit higher of a ticket, okay? But we're going to give him a nice little signing bonus, duet signing. How about $13 million? We'll see how this affects things. Oh, man, we could probably give him a even bigger signing bonus, because it's Walton Penner Group. I mean, they don't even care what kind of money they're spending. And, yeah, we can defer that throughout the life of the contract. We could even add void years to it if we wanted to, but that doesn't really affect it much. I say, hey, let's keep it at this rate, see how it goes. Am I totally off on constructing contracts? Probably. I'm just doing this for fun. So we're going to sign Javon Holland, baby. Now I love it. Now you guys said, hey, let's go ahead and get ourselves a really, really good linebacker. How about somebody that Sean Payton drafted that's had a fantastic year? How about Zach Bond, man? Now, I think he's kind of in his late 20s or so. He's going to get a really good contract. We'll see if the Eagles are able to keep him, but right now they're not. So this is the ideal offseason again. Let's give this man a 3-year deal worth about $14 million each. So if I do the math on that really quick, let's just say it's like a $42 million deal. If I did my math incorrectly, I'm really, really sorry. Well, we'll give him a nice little signing bonus. We'll give him $8 million base. So we keep his cap hit at around $11 million. We could add void years to that if we wanted. Now, I did think, do you go after and get somebody like Nick Bolton, who is, I think, 2 or 3 years younger, or maybe even 4 years younger than Zach Bond? Maybe. But, this one, I like the idea of uniting a Saints player with Sean Payton. So we're going to sign him. He's going to help us at inside linebacker, no doubt about it. And which brings me really to the offense, guys. What do we do on offense? Guys, I got him in the thumbnail. This is for you, Strez. This is for you, Marquee Sports. You guys have said Najee Harris would be a very, very nice signing. Again, you don't want to enter the draft with many holes, all right? And because this free agency class is thin when it comes to running back, Najee Harris is going to get paid really well, I think. But he also had a big rebound season this year. And with our cap space that we got, PFF does think he will command about a $33 million deal over 3 years. And I think the Broncos very well could be in for, providing that sort of contract to Najee Harris. Very interesting, right? So, again, we'll sign him to a 3-year deal. Again, if we end up getting Ashton Genty, something like that, we'll be able to live with that, right? A nice little 1-2. But I absolutely love the idea of getting a true workhorse running back, somebody that we can rely on. Now, Sean Payton said he doesn't believe in the workhorse running back. There's still a main running back, guys. He might not be getting 30 carries, but Alvin Kamara was that dude. No doubt about it. Now, he never rushed for 1,000 yards, but, man, you combine his rushing yards with his receiving yards, his all-purpose yards were some of the best in the NFL every single year with Sean Payton. So we're going to do that. We're now at about $22.8 million in cap space, guys. So next, what are we going to do? We're going to address tight end. We're going to bring in another Saint. You guys are going to love it. You might say, who is this, David? Who's this other Saint? Come on now. You know who it is. It's Jawan Johnson, baby. And he is going to get about a 10-year average, or $10 million on average contract, according to PFF. So we're going to give him just that, right? We're going to give him a $30 million deal. We'll give him a nice little signing bonus as well. I forget what kind of signing bonuses are common, but again, the Walton Penner Group can do whatever they freaking want. No doubt about it. Base salary, we'll make it $7 million. We still keep his cap hit kind of similar to where his average annual value is. But again, if we give him a bigger signing bonus, then that thing can really drop and be spread out over the years. But man, there ain't no reason to give him that much money. Let's go ahead and give him a nice little $7 million. How about that? So boom, we signed Juwan Johnson. Now, what are we going to do at the wide receiver position? We extended Courtland Sutton, guys. Now, I would possibly trade out Courtland Sutton for T. Higgins. If you guys wanted to do that, maybe I'll do that in the new perfect offseason for the Broncos. But in this case, guys, we're going back to Darius Slayton, who should command around. Oh no. I signed him to a veteran minimum contract. How do I reverse that? Undo. Didn't want to do that. So we'll find Darius Slayton again. He should command about $12 million a year. And I don't even know where he went. Where did he go? So what the heck? What the heck? I'm going to have to make a placeholder signing for him. Sorry, y'all. I don't even know what happened. Yeah. So we'll just use Keenan Allen for the most part here, but we'll sign, again, Darius Slayton, a.k.a. Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, a.k.a. Darius Slayton, to a 3-year, $36 million deal. We'll give him $10 million in signing bonus. We'll give him a nice little salary there at $8 million. So we should keep his cap hit. Yeah, right around $8 million. So that's nice. Oh, wait, I want to do that. About $7 million, man. I don't want to defer too much money towards the future. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's how we're going to do it. $36 million. How about $10 million base salary? That way he's around $12 million. You'll like it. So we signed Darius Slayton, placeholder, Keenan Allen. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. And really, we're left with about $9 million left in total cap space. Again, this is just top 51 cap space, y'all. So we could do like another free agent signing or so. Hey, how about somebody like Mike Gesicki? We bring him in. I mean, that could be really cool. But, for right now, I think we run with these guys in general. So that brings us to the draft, guys. So remember, Keenan Allen, a.k.a. Darius Slayton, we signed. Zach Bond, we signed. Najee Harris, we signed. Javon Holland, we signed. Juwan Johnson. We bring back DJ Jones, Riley Dixon. A whole bunch of guys. Cody Barton. So what do we do now? We go to the draft, baby, and we're going to just screw it. We're going to do it live. We are going to do a live mock draft together, and I'm just hoping that it's going to end up being the perfect one. It better be the perfect one. So let's see how this thing goes. We're going to increase the randomness just a little bit because I haven't liked how some of these have gone. I'm just going to be honest. And I think the draft is always a little bit more random than what these mock drafts say. So we're going to do full 7 rounds. Will we trade? Will we not trade? I don't know. Okay. And this was kind of my fear. We got Ashton Genty going at 18. Emeka Egbuka going at 19. We got Tyler Warren going to the Dolphins, man. We got Luther Burden going to the Niners at 11, guys. All my targets are gone. All of them are gone. So, I mean, what do we do? What do? We do have DJ Jones, brought back. But, man, there's a guy that we could have on the roster, such as Kenneth Grant, that could just be incredible. He is junior, only 21 years old, 6'3", 340 pounds. He could solidify our interior defensive line for the long term, man. Maybe for the next 12 years. Couldn't that be incredible? So, guys, we're going to draft him. I know we want to go offense, but again, this is why you don't come into free agents, into the draft with a bunch of holes. You want to fill as many as you can in free agency. We can do that, and we can kind of go with the best player. Now, Matthew Golden, he's intriguing, but, man, with signing Darius Slayton, I think Kenneth Grant's the better player just in general. So we're just going to go with him, man. We're going to go with him. Now, this is where things get really, really interesting. What do we do at pick 52? There's Xavier Watts, who's available. Well, we just brought in Javon Holland, man, who I think will be there long term. Jalen Walker, an inside linebacker, but we also got Zach Bond, baby. You know who I would really like, who I would probably take here is Caleb Johnson. They're at 53. He would be a really good running back. We can have him in addition to Najee Harris. But if you want to take a look at the tight end position too, there's Harold Fannin, Gunnar Helm, Elijah Arroyo. These guys are available as well. But for right now, I think, well, do I go with tight end right now, or do I go with running back? Guys, we'll see what tight ends are available, man, but I cannot pass on Caleb Johnson. I just can't. Will he even be there? Who knows? Now at pick 84, our third round pick. Travion Henderson ended up here. We probably should have not done that, but oh man, Devin Neal too. Man, this is just not ideal at all. We're going to the third round though. Let's see what we can find. We got wide receiver Nick Nash. No way he's being drafted that high. No way. Let's go to tight end. Terrence Ferguson. He's also available. We also got some other guys kind of laid down here that I'm pretty interested in. Man, maybe linebacker Jeffrey Bassa, Nick Emenwari, safety. Who knows if he'll be available there? Emeka Egbuka, Donovan Jackson, a tackle. That could be interesting. But hey, how about right now we shore up the trenches? We can't afford to have the highest paid offensive line in the NFL or close to it. Long term. Ben Powers is coming up here in a couple of years. How about we get Tate Ratledge ready to go with our third overall draft pick? So we got Kenneth Grant, Caleb Johnson, Tate Ratledge. Where do we go from here? We could hit Jack Kaiser. We could hit, we're not drafting Dylan Gabriel. We could hit wide receiver. Still plenty of guys. Juice Wells is available, who seems to really be impressing at the Shrine Bowl this year. But he's a little old, man. Not totally feeling that. Let's see what we got at tight end. Man. I'm thinking, you know what? Oh, man, Shamar Turner would also be nice. Screw it, man. Going with Shamar Turner. Continue to double down on that defensive line. From Texas A&M, I hate the Aggies, but it is what it is. And tight ends continue to just be drafted. Oh, my God. This is not the new perfect one. I'm not even a fan of this guy, Keith. Am I? I haven't looked into him at all. But, hey, seems like he's got – actually, he was very productive with terrible quarterback play. 6'2", 236 pounds. Bryson Nesbitt, 6'5", 235 pounds senior. Man, this is really tough. I can't reach for any of these guys. I just can't do it. We're going to go ahead and bring in – screw it. We're going to bring in another really solid wide receiver. I'm just going to do it because I need this guy on our Broncos. It's Will Shepherd. He's rising up the draft boards as we speak, having a breakout Shrine Bowl. We get him with our 6th round pick, and with our last couple 6th round picks. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here, guys? Do I continue to neglect tight end? No. We'll draft one right there. But with DeJuan Johnson, you're feeling a little bit better. Maybe you go and sign Mike Gesicki after this draft if he's not already signed. But Brant, Keith, I don't even know how to say his name. This is not how I wanted this to go. But lastly, guys, there's a corner that I really like. He might be gone here, but Kobe Bryant would be a fantastic corner here to provide more depth. Again, Jaquan McMillan is also coming out soon. Maybe you have, or for a new contract, maybe you move Chris Abrams-Drain on the inside, and you have Kobe Bryant kind of backing everybody up as that 4th corner long term. So Oh man, I was really hoping that somebody like Terrence Ferguson would have fallen to me there, in the 6th round. But man, what a terrible grade from PFF, guys. Wow. I mean, this really took a turn for the worst. Man, I thought, that's what happens when we do this thing live, baby. Is that man, yeah, this was just a rough one. But hey, as to summarize, we got guys like Juwan Johnson. We got Zach Bond, Javon Holland. We got Darius Slayton, baby. We got Najee Harris at running back, okay? And then what do we do in the draft? We get Kenneth Grant, Caleb Johnson, Tate Ratledge, somebody that can turn into a starter for us. Shamar Turner, eventually with John Franklin Myers up for a contract renewal. If we move on from him, maybe he could turn into a starter. Will Shepherd, a guy that should take over for that Courtland Sutton role, more explosive, younger, all that. Here in 2 years, can he do that? Absolutely. And then we got Brant, Keith, and Kobe Bryant rounding it out. So, oh man, this was just a rough one, guys. I was really hoping Kenneth Grant was not going to have to be the option there, but that's just how it all shook out. So maybe when we go back and look at the cap right now, oh man, we totally need to go back and sign a guy like Mike Gesicki. No doubt about it. And you know what? We're going to sign him to a 1-year contract here worth about $6 million. We'll give him $3 million signing bonus. We'll do that. And yeah, $6 million cap hit. So we still got about 4 to spend. We can roll that over. We do have money rolling over from 24 as well. But this was, man, I was hoping Lachey was going to fall to me, but that's just not how it worked out. Who's going to take Singleton slot? Zach Bond, baby. What about Chris Godwin? I don't want older players with broken bones and whatever, but if we actually sign him in real life, I'm going to be hyped. It's just how it's going to be. We need some depth on D-line. Hopefully I took care of that in the draft. I traded 2 second-round picks for Bowers on the PFF mock draft simulator. Why didn't the Jets and Jaguars interview me for their GM slots? Kodiak, man, who knows? Who knows? That's a great trade. I wish it could happen. Rodney Garcia saying maybe we should have gone safety. Well, with Javon Holland, PJ Locke, and Brandon Jones, I feel like that's a solid 3. But Kobe Bryant is great, man. And he really shut me up this year with him talking all that smack against my Buffs and then backing it up. He played fantastic. Long, lengthy corner, physical. There's a lot to like about Kobe Bryant. So, lastly, Big E Bronco says, given the wide receiver from Ohio State and the 2nd round running back from Ohio State, well, hey, if Ibuka falls to us at 20, he definitely needs to be considered. And then, yeah, Travion Henderson or Quinshon Judkins at running back in the 2nd round instead of Caleb Johnson, man, I'm totally cool with that. Again, guys, there are a lot of players that I would be really happy getting. But this is kind of worst case scenario, I feel like, for the Broncos here, where, as you can see, all the guys, Egbuka, Genty, freaking Warren, Luther Burden, all the guys that we really want go ahead of where we're picking. So maybe we have to move up to go get some of these guys. But guys, I need to get out of here. I'm a little bit late. Loveland would be great. Now, Kodiak has said Loveland might be an overreach in the 1st round for what we want to go for. And I think that's totally fair. But with signing Juwan Johnson and, Mike Gesicki going back in time, I don't know if we necessarily need it, but I would be okay, Rodney, myself, with taking somebody like Colston Loveland at pick 20. No doubt about it, or trading back and taking him. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I got to get out of here. Please be sure to smash that like and subscribe on the way out. I got more film rooms coming here, courtesy of Guru Film Room. Links in the description if you want to join for all 22 tape and player cut-ups. I'm out of here.